What makes somebody snap? What drives love into obsession? Obsession into madness? In To Be Loved, I wanted to create a world where psychological torment bleeds into the music itself. Mrs. Winters isn't just a villain. She's a mind unraveling in real time, and the piano is her voice. Today we're going deep, breaking down the music that defines her descent into madness. I'll also be giving you a sneak peek into how it sounds. So let's dive in. Mrs. Winters doesn't just appear. She seeps in from the audience, like a ghost moving through the space. She's searching for a way into Lucy's room. Disgruntled, crazed, sobbing, whispering to herself, lost in a world only she understands. And I wanted the audience to feel that. Her mind, broken, confused, psychotic. So in this section I wrote music that feels melodic, but disjointed, sporadic. I instructed the pianist to keep the pedal down the entire time so that the harmonies bleed together, creating a thick, suffocating atmosphere, much like our thoughts, cluttered, tangled, unable to settle. And then she spots Lucy, and everything stops. A heartbeat remains, the pulse of inevitability. This simple ostinato appears throughout the opera. It mimics the beat of a heart, a reminder that time is running out. But in this moment, it's also a reflection of Mrs. Winters' psyche. At first she's in control, speaking in hushed tones as she watches Lucy sleep. She says, she sleeps. This girl, this intruder. She reminisces about her son, but it's not nostalgia. It's obsession. The music reflects that. A simple bass line, but no resolution. A melody that never quite lands. She's fixated, repeating herself. And then she snaps. Her words become sharper, more desperate. She's growing frantic, her thoughts battling each other. The music turns in on itself. Melodies repeat, collide, and distort. I can't. But what does she mean? Can't go through with it? Or can't let him go? At this point, her disjunct melody fully takes over. She's fighting herself, and the music makes you feel it. It builds more and more until she finally breaks. A scream. Will you remember me, Max? I was your world, and she is gone. And then he arrives. Mr. Winters, frantic, calling for his wife, trying to reach her through the darkness. The only thing playing? The heartbeat in the bass. The same heartbeat that's been here all along. Now, though, it's not just the sound of inevitability. It's dread.
Margaret, where are you? Please, just answer me. This isn't you. Whatever you're thinking, whatever you feel right now, it doesn't have to end this way. Margaret, Max loves you. He will always love you. Don't you see? You're his mother. You're his everything. That will never change. You've given him so much. Don't do this. Margaret, wherever you are, stop. Stop before it's too late. Please, I can fix this. Margaret.
In case you missed it, Mr. Winters is stabbed. He tries to reason with her, tries to admit his own faults. She softens for just a moment, only for him to take the knife and free himself from her grip once and for all. And then there's yet another deafening silence as Mr. Winters pours himself a drink and sits down, awaiting the inevitable end. Then darkness. Lights come up. It's the morning. Off in the distance you begin to hear the lover's theme, and Max is on his way to greet his bride on the day of their wedding. He's excited for the life they have awaiting for them. In this part of the opera, the music is solely trying to convey the atmosphere of the situation. It should suck the air out of the room, creating as much discomfort as possible. I will let the music play and let you yet again read along. That's where I'll leave you. If you want to experience To Be Loved in its entirety, make sure to come out to UCO Jazz Lab on June 8th and 9th. This was just a glimpse, an insight into the madness, the tragedy, the music that tells the story. If you want more behind-the-scenes looks at this opera and other upcoming projects, make sure to like and subscribe, because this is only the beginning.